Moving in Australia has been a very difficult process, but this has helped me a lot in overcoming it and surviving. So I was able to learn a lot in my journey here, but at the same time I feel like this is something that people that live in a developed country could learn a thing or two, especially if you've seen poverty, we've experienced it. And I am proud to say that Filipinos are the most kind, hardworking, and resilient people that I've met. In the Philippines, we say, just claim it. And that's the biggest faith, because you really wouldn't know what's gonna happen, whether you're gonna get it or not, but you just wanna believe that it will happen. It's not just being selfish or not just a merely wishful thinking, but you believe deep down in your heart and in your soul that things will improve and that you deserve the best in life. That's why you will notice with a lot of motivational speakers, they always promote positive thinking. And there's a big reason for that. Study shows that our mind tends to always focus on the difficulties of the experience. And that's why if we turn it around, it really makes such a big difference. It's so easy to complain. It feels good even to vent out or to rant about something. However, when you start trying to look for the good things, it's easier to see it. For example, when you try to look for a specific color of a car, say a white car, and all of a sudden it feels like all the cars that you're seeing are white cars. Same thing with plate number. All of a sudden you've been seeing your crush initials there. And it's not a coincidence, it's you looking out for it, really. Another example that I could share is I didn't grow up in a rich family. We've experienced and we're still experiencing financial difficulties, but somehow we're surviving because I am not alone in this. I'm in a very supportive family, and even if we may not have a big house or we can't afford like cars or whatnot, it doesn't really matter, because what's really important is we're all together, we're all healthy. That's all I'm grateful for. I've been through a lot. I was really ready to give up on life, and I know that sounds terrible. I can't believe I thought of that as well, but you know, it was my faith in my family that kept me going. And it's because even if I have so much guilt because I put them in a bad situation from going here, because you know it was really expensive getting here, I just believe in them and what they said they will manage, and that gives me the motivation to survive as well, that I'll do everything to surpass the challenges that I'm facing now, because I'm not alone in this. And really, what doesn't kill you just makes you stronger. Now, your faith could also become your guiding light. If you're experiencing questions like doubting, why do you exist, what is the meaning of this, or like, why are you alive, what's your purpose, it's easy to feel lost when you don't get those answers. And I understand it, it's really hard to have just one answer for that big question. However, I've never doubted my existence. I know that I'm meant to be here. I know that I'm meant to meet the people that I've met. And it is because I truly believe that we all have a purpose, and it's not something extravagant, really. I'm not thinking about that at all. All I know is that I should just better myself every day, try to strive to be a good person so that I could make a little difference in someone's life, even just being a supportive friend or giving back to your family, or this, like doing my passion, talking about experiences or whatnot, speaking to other people and relating to others. I mean, it's so small, but for me that's already a good enough reason to continue living. So I also want to relate it to health benefits, and I'm saying that because we can have lots of stress, anxieties, and fears in our life, and faith helps us to keep it at bay. It's not just enough sometimes to take vitamin supplements, but we also need to feed our mind. So your faith would also help you if you're in a bad situation now and it doesn't seem to be going any better. With your faith, you know that it will pass too, and it doesn't mean that you're ignoring the problem. It's just that you are having more strength into facing whatever you're experiencing now, And for those that you cannot control, you can let it go because you trust that you won't be given this trial that you wouldn't be able to surpass. Lastly, I want to touch about how faith is good for finding our pathway, because there's not a right or wrong pathway. It's really whatever we make it. We make our own decisions as a human being. We are not really just meant to survive, but we are meant to thrive. That's why we keep on looking for purposes and meanings and all of those whatever existential crises you have. And when you really want something with your faith, you just have a more motivation to do it. So whatever setbacks that you experience, you still have the strength to pursue. At the same time, when you realize that things are not going your way, you also have this acceptance or peace in knowing that when one door closes, another opens. And I know it's very cliche, but it's really true. Sometimes we get caught up in knocking on the closed door because we can't just let it go. We're scared that there's nothing there for us, but the truth is there's an open door waiting for us, but we won't see it unless we start accepting and fully moving on from whatever it is that we've already missed. Now, I do understand that for most people, they would want to see it first before they believe it, and that's totally understandable. We all know it's really hard to practice true faith. Even the most religious people, sometimes when they get hit by a really strong challenge, they question why is that happening to them, and that's really a big test of your faith. But once you have that true faith, you will definitely see that nothing is impossible, and I really mean it, because even when things goes wrong, you don't understand why it's happening, but you trust that this will make sense in the end. And I've experienced this many times, and I believe in my faith. I believe that someone out there looking after me, and even if there's no one there looking after me, at least I've lived a happy, less stressful life because I put meaning to everything, that things are happening for a reason. Much love to Angela, Jaisal, Christine, Joanne, and everyone that's been supportive of me. I really appreciate you all. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. If you like this kind of videos, then please make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button. Also like the video if you really do liked it, and if you can share it, I would greatly appreciate that. Just make sure to mention me, to tag me in your post, otherwise I wouldn't be able to know it, and I would really want to thank you. So let me know when you do share my video, please. I'll speak to you in the comment section, and I'll see you again next week.